behind on my videos, but I'm back from vacation now, so I'm going to try to catch up. I have been trying to read emails. I had 106 emails. About 52 of them were trying to sell me Viagra. The others I had to respond to. Anyway, I don't know what happened in my spam folder, but I'm getting all that junk now. Then there were, oh my gosh, tons of videos I wanted to see and catch up on, and then I have about 2 or 3 that I need to make instead of putting it all in one. So I'm going to start out with my contest results. I'm rather disappointed because there are only, well, now I forgot, 7 entries, 17 entries. I don't remember. Well, it was more than 7. I just counted them and I just totally forgot. But anyway, I expected a lot more. So come on, people. Next contest, you better get on it. Anyway, of all the entries, barring my sister-in-law and mother, whom are exempt from this contest, there was only one correct answer. Person who got the answers right. So I'm going to review them in no particular order because I don't remember them off the top of my head. I think this is the correct order, and if I were smart I would do it that way. But only one winner, and I'll go through the answers now. The first one was my first child was a miscarriage. Wrong. Never miscarried. I have 3 pregnancies, had 3 pregnancies, 3 adult, wonderful, beautiful children. So that was false. Number 2, I was in the United States Navy. This is true. I was in the United States Navy way back in the day. I spent 4 years as a hospital corpsman before I became a registered nurse. And that's actually where I met my husband, but he wasn't my boss per se. So number 5 was also false because I said I married my boss, and that's not true. Number 3, I believe I said I was a fashion model at some point. Yes, I was, believe it or not. Underneath all of this adipose tissue lied a thinner, somewhat attractive person who, in her teens, did some fashion modeling, mostly fashion shows, department store stuff. But I was a semi-finalist in the Miss Teen USA pageant back in the day, when probably most of you were just embryos. But yeah, so that one was true. And then the other one was, number 4 was true also. So 2, 3, and 4 were true. That I had heart surgery when I was in my 20s. And I did. I had open heart surgery because, again, back in the day when you probably weren't even embryos yet, you were even younger still, or not even a concept. I had a hole in my heart between the 2 upper chambers. It was a birth defect that nobody really found until I was 22. And I had it repaired, open heart surgery, so they cut me down the middle of my chest, buzzsawed my sternum with a Black & Decker, truly, pulled open the sternum, rib cage wrapped around the back, took my heart out, stopped it, put me on heart-lung bypass machine, opened it up, put the patch on, sewed it back up, stuck it back in, re-shocked it, hoped it would start. It did, because here I am. And I had that back when I was in my 20s, which, frankly, I actually bounced back almost as quick, if not quicker, than I did for this surgery. So age does indeed have a lot to do with things. Anyway, so that's my contest result, and the winner is New York City Jen. She was the only one to get all the correct answers. I'm going to also thank Miss Janie here, Janie and MJ, for tagging me because I pleaded to be tagged, and they heard my pleas. MJ said she had already tagged me on the bucket list, which I totally missed that. And I think Janie was just being nice, and so she tagged me for 5 guilty pleasures. In order to not bore you to death and run this thing over, I'm going to just reduce them both to 3. Okay, first guilty pleasure has to be computer. I clearly have gotten in way over my head. I have a MySpace page, a YouTube channel, Facebook only so I can, check in on my grad student daughter. And my son's racing website. I'll try to put the website address on my sidebar. He is way behind, so I'm like way behind in that. And there's just so much. Now there's Uvu and Skype and Twitter and all this stuff. I don't even know really what all of it is yet, but people are telling me about it, and now I feel compelled to check it out. And I really need to not become consumed with the computer. So anyway, but that is one of my guilty pleasures. My second guilty pleasure is home and garden television, HGTV channel, yes. I love to watch that show and then do things to my house. Some of them come out well, others not so much, but it's fun, and I can never get it to look like they do on TV, but I'm pretty pleased. I put my own tile backsplash up in my kitchen. I did tiling it on floor tiling, wallpapering, painting, the faux painting on this wall, and I've even knocked holes in walls because this used to be a solid wall, and I decided to knock a hole in it because I thought it would be nice to have it open. Now, I didn't finish it, but I did knock the wall out, so that's my guilty pleasure. And my third one is shopping and spoiling my adult children, or shopping for and spoiling my adult children. They don't need to be spoiled. They don't ask to be spoiled. They're all grown and they make their own living, but I enjoy it thoroughly. However, now that I'm not shopping for clothes vicariously through my thin, skinny daughters, it may change. Anyway, so those are my 5 guilty pleasures. Bucket list. Okay, bucket list for the someday not to be fat person. If you're on the weight loss community, we all share the same bucket list. But anyway, here are a few of mine that I'm not sure were mentioned because my memory stinks. Flying on an airplane, yeah, we all know the seatbelt thing and the seats and all, but one of my things is the tray table. I can't wait to be able to put the tray table down and have it actually come down to where it's supposed to be and not rest at a 30-degree angle on my stomach and have my drink slide off onto the floor. The very first time I put the tray table down, I was so devastated. I couldn't believe it. I tried to put it back up without being too obvious, but yeah, putting the tray table down. Then there's things like, tying your sneakers so that the bow is actually in the middle of the shoe top and not on the inside of your foot. Just the basic things, tucking my shirt in. I've heard people say that. Shopping in just regular sized clothing store for the first time in like a gazillion years. So, I guess, I have a lot of the same ones, so I probably won't run down my list any further than that. But I do want to thank MJ and Janie again for tagging me. That was so sweet. And my next video, I will catch you up on my weight loss and maybe a few other things. So thanks for checking in, and I'll see you soon. Bye.